Like most of us when faced with a deadline, Ralph faces the temptation to cut corners.
I got the story straight from the police sergeant in charge of the case. The suspect had drawn a handgun, which is why he got shot.
Well, that's fine, Ralph, but I had heard there were 11 witnesses who said that he was just pulling his driver's license out of his pocket.
Really? Who knew? The police sergeant seemed so sincere. He even fixed my traffic tickets.
Ralph, as journalists, we must always test the accuracy of information from our sources and avoid mistakes. And distorting the facts intentionally is never permissible.
Okay, I understand. I'll talk to the witnesses and rework my story. Right after I finish this piece about how the mayor is spending the pothole money on underage Filipino hookers.
Ralph? That's quite a story. I assume you have credible sources.
You bet. I'll talk to the mayor's ex-wife and her recently released from prison new boyfriend.
Give me a second here. Ralph, have you seen, what did the mayor say when you called him for comment?
Have you seen the mayor? He's 6'4", and he'll beat me up if I ever accuse him of such allegations.
Ralph, we must always seek out subjects of stories to allow them to present their side of the story.
I guess I'll call the mayor. But first, I'll tidy up this story about the head of the local school board who sells crack on the side.
And your source on this one?
He wanted to remain anonymous.
Well, see, Ralph, you can't really publish something on the word of someone who wants to remain anonymous without a compelling reason. Is it another school board member? Maybe a teacher who's afraid for their job?
Nope. It's his paperboy's second cousin who heard it from a friend's cousin, third remove.
You can't run that story based on an anonymous comment from a source with only marginal credibility.
Okay, I'll publish his name.
But you promised him anonymity. You're just going to have to not run the story.
I guess that's okay. But can you please give me more time to work on the President Obama is coming to town, which is a newest article that I'm working on.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great. Well, that's a lead story if ever I heard one. When's the president coming?
Well, actually, it's a local poet who has written a poem entitled President Obama. She'll be reading it in the janitor's closet next to the main ballroom.
You gotta give me a second here.
No problem.
Ralph,
He's going there.
we can't mislead the public. If we use headlines, promo material, our job is to inform the public, not mislead them.
Man, that's a bummer. I guess I'll give that space on the front page to the photo of Sarah Palin standing on a nuclear warhead in a bikini.
How in the world did you get her to pose like that?
Photoshop. It's all the rage. You should try it.
Why am I not shocked? Ralph, you know we can't distort the content of photos. If we do some sort of collage or montage, we have to label it clearly as such. And we can't distort the meaning of photographs.
Oh, I am starting to get bummed out. Next you're going to tell me we can't show the reenactment of the police shooting, where the brave officers took down the machine gun taunting madman as a video on our website. It's awesome!
Well, Ralph, considering there's still this little bit of controversy over whether he actually had any sort of gun, much less a machine gun, because everybody says he just pulled out his driver's license.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pretend to be a concerned parent and grill the principal about the new dress code.
I think you could probably get that story just by letting them know that you're a reporter and asking him a few questions. We only use methods like disguises when there's a compelling reason to, and even then, as reporters, we must inform our audience of what we're doing and why.
I guess you're right. Well, just let me work on this one piece that I'm doing, which I'm sure you'll love. It's about the closing of the Popeyes on the corner of Crenshaw. You want to check out the video that I did? I already went on the scene.
Hey, that's right here on Crenshaw, absolutely. Local interest, sounds great.
Okay. Maggio reporting for Crenshaw Chronicle. Today, we have a local neighborhood Popeyes closing its doors for good. Ma'am, how do you feel about the local Popeyes being closed for good today? I know of your kind, you like chicken, am I correct? And so Popeyes is closing its doors.
My kind?
Yes, ma'am. How do you feel about that?
First of all, I'm a vegetarian. Secondly, I think they should close all eateries that produce meat. Everything has a face. You're killing something with a face.
Ma'am, looks like an angry black woman on us.
Hey, I like Popeyes too.
We love it.
Ma'am, Boston Market isn't the one that's closing. Oh! I'm standing outside of Popeyes.
I love Louisiana.
Ralph DiMaggio for Crenshaw Chronicle. How do you feel about my piece?
Well, it would seem to encourage stereotyping because the one person you talked to didn't really have an interest in Popeye's chicken.
But she was black.
Oh boy. Perhaps we should work on your skills as trying to extrapolate people who are really interested in personal, especially in a person on the street sort of an interview like that. Is there anything else you're working on? I think you really, we should talk to your editor, because...
Ring.
Well, there we go, finally.
Hello? Newsroom? There's what? A child that's smelly at an elementary school? I'll be right there. I'm Khadijah James. I'm here with the Crenshaw Chronicle at Crenshaw Elementary School featuring Elliot Anderson, also known as Smelly Elliot. This child has been known to stink up a whole classroom. The teacher has made a spectacle of him, and we are here to film it live.
Take a bath. You smell so bad. Nobody else smells as bad as you.
The children here are making a spectacle for him. Elliot, 7-year-old, here at Crenshaw Elementary, has made the classroom smell horrible. The teacher and all the rest of the students can't stand the smell. Let's get some commentary from Elliot Anderson, the 7-year-old. Elliot, what do you have to say about... Oh my God. Oh my God. Elliot.
He stinks, doesn't he?
What do you have to say about the smell?
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone is the only thing that the 7-year-old can say.
Leave me alone.
I'm here live with Crenshaw. I know that. Man, I don't know what that was. That smelled like feet and a mixture of like a dirty thong. I don't know what that was.
Smell like he does it better. Hey, wait a minute. Wait. Hey, lady. Hey, wait. Lady. Hey, wait a minute. Wait. Hey. Wait. Oh, I'm gonna go to the editor on this one.
He really stinks. He smells real bad. He needs to take a bath with soap.